Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
They were in the right place at the right time.
Hey, there's a house fire. Let me call you back.
A priority waste crew springs into action and rescues a woman as her home goes up in flames in Macomb County.
Well, that crew was out on its usual route this morning when the driver spotted smoke pouring out of a house.
The men then ran to get help, or rather to help the woman who was stuck inside. Victor Williams live on this story, and you talked with the workers, Victor.
Oh yeah, that's right, Devin and Kimberly, and these definitely weren't your typical first responders, but if you take them out of the equation, we'd have a very different outcome.
Good to see you.
Thank God she's alive. Almighty God saved her. Yeah, we helped out.
A fire on Inches Street turns chaotic, and it's all caught on camera.
Hey, there's a house fire.
Thankfully, the workers with priority waste caught it also.
I jumped out, got my guys. I called 911. They rushed in there. It was very, very scary.
It took no time at all for the crew to jump into action, who saved a 65-year-old woman trapped inside. Norberto Altman kicked in the door.
Looking for life. It was early in the morning. I thought someone probably home sleep. You know, I thought we'd the only ones be at work.
The crew ended up getting inside, rescuing the woman out of her bedroom window.
Luckily, he alerted us that this happened. We're on the back, and he noticed it like immediately.
The fire department immediately went into trying CPR with a dog that was also rescued from the building. Unfortunately, it passed away.
Sorry about the dog, but it's sad.
The work the crew with priority waste did, applauded by Fire Chief Dan Reynolds.
If they hadn't been there, I believe that this would have been a fatal fire today.
Now, the cause of the fire is still under investigation, but right now, nothing seems suspicious in that investigation. Victor Williams, Local 4.
Victor, did the woman have time to get out herself?
Well, it looks like her detector wasn't working. The smoke detector had no working batteries, unfortunately.
Wow.
So she didn't have time to get out herself. So thankfully, these guys were in the right place, just like we said, at the right time.
So right. All right, Victor. Our other top story here at 5, a 21-year-old from Ann Arbor behind bars after being formally charged for 2 knife attacks.
The first happened Monday night at Target on State Street. In that incident, the man is accused of holding a knife to a woman's neck. Then early yesterday morning, he allegedly slashed somebody on board an Ann Arbor bus. Sean Lay is live on this story tonight with new information coming to light at his arraignment. Sean.
At his arraignment, and as we've been digging some information on this guy, look, 2 incidents you just talked about there. We're learning of a first incident on the U of M campus, U of M putting out a public safety notice that on March 27th, someone bumped into some people on campus as they're walking, pulled a knife. That person's wanted for felonious assault. In court today, we learned a lot more that police likely have stopped a rampage here.
Could you state your name, please, sir?
Noah Williams.
Take a good look at this 21-year-old Ann Arbor man named Noah Williams. Have you had a run-in with him around Ann Arbor? Here's why. Williams is locked up right now and charged with attempted murder, assault with a dangerous weapon. Prosecutors believe when Ann Arbor police arrested him April 3rd, they likely put an end to a violent rampage where Williams allegedly was hunting out people to confront them, armed with a knife.
Ann Arbor Police Department and other surrounding agencies have recently been receiving a lot of information and reports of people encountering an aggressive individual, bumping into them, muttering under their breath with unpleasantries. I'll put it at that.
April 1st, Williams is charged with confronting a man outside of a Target store. Prosecutors say he told that man he would kill him. Prosecutors say Williams then stormed inside the store and got physical with another Target shopper.
To which Mr. Williams, on this unknown male, takes what I believe is a folding knife and points it right up to the individual's neck.
April 3rd, prosecutors say Williams was on his regular city bus, known to passengers as trouble. They say he confronted a passenger when a woman stepped in to stop him, and she was slashed with a knife.
Her wounds will be 2 deep laceration marks across her chest that have now been glued and bandaged and wrapped and she is in a significant amount of pain, as one can imagine.
Serious concerns in court today for the public if Williams were to make bond. It was set at $750,000.
Back here live. Two important things to point out here. Now, law enforcement in Ann Arbor and around the area, they're going to start comparing notes on any other similar type incidents of someone being agitated or confronting someone with a knife. There may be a lot more here to deal with. Also, prosecutors brought up to the magistrate here that through jail conversations recently to his grandparents, there's an indication there of not taking medication. Serious subject here that he says the county will certainly take a very hard look at to see if this guy needs help, but that's something that's just starting right now. Back to you.
Yeah, we'll continue to follow it. Sean, we appreciate it.
President Biden and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu speaking today for the first time since an Israeli airstrike killed 7 aid workers in Gaza. The conversation adding to the already tense relationship between the two leaders. President Biden called for an immediate ceasefire and assurances that Israeli forces will not target civilian and aid workers. President Biden speaking today with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, calling the Israeli airstrike that killed 7 World Central Kitchen aid workers in Gaza unacceptable. Secretary of State Antony Blinken saying President Biden pressed for concrete action.
To address civilian harm, humanitarian suffering, and the safety of aid workers.
Appearing to condition future U.S. support for the war in Gaza on Israel's next steps.
If we don't see the changes that we need to see, there'll be changes in our own policy.
Among the aid workers killed, 33-year-old American-Canadian Jacob Flickinger, who leaves behind a baby boy and a heartbroken family.
We've lost our only son, but we're only 2. There are thousands and thousands. There are
parents sharing their grief with the multitudes in Gaza who have lost loved ones, and with World Central Kitchen founder, Chef Jose Andres.
Some of the people that died were my friends, and I served with them.
Andres is calling for an independent investigation about what happened when Israeli forces opened fire on a clearly marked aid convoy.
They were targeted systematically, car by car.
Israel says a preliminary review found the vehicles were misidentified in the dark of night, calling it a tragic mistake.
It shouldn't have happened.
The raw emotion surrounding the deaths and added strain on Palestinian civilians as humanitarian groups pause desperately needed food assistance, compounding the political pressure to find solutions. Now, on that 30-minute phone call, President Biden pressed Prime Minister Netanyahu to agree to an immediate ceasefire in exchange for the release of Hamas-held hostages. Meanwhile, the number of people killed in Taiwan's earthquake has increased as rescuers rush in to find survivors.
The death toll now stands at 10 after the discovery of a body at the head of a hiking trail. On that same trail, crews were able to locate an injured hiker and airlift them to safety. Wednesday's quake was the strongest to hit Taiwan in 25 years. It's estimated more than 700 people are still trapped. And we've learned one of the many quake victims used to live here in the state of Michigan.
Elk Rapids native Jason Delicta owns a restaurant in Taiwan. In fact, has lived there for more than 10 years, but now facing a big cleanup after the quake rattled his restaurant pretty badly. Now, luckily, no one inside was hurt. His building is still intact.
This is kind of like if a huge tornado went through Traverse City 2 days before Cherry Festival, you know? So, like my girlfriend works at a hotel. Every one of their reservations got canceled. You know, we had like over 100 reservations for this weekend. All but one are canceled.
While there's no major structural damage, Delicta says he lost most of the restaurant's plates, glassware, and liquor bottles.
Back to our neck of the woods now and our weather. We've seen rain off and on all day on Exact Track 4D radars. This rainy stretch we're in continues.
And now all eyes turn to Comerica Park ahead of opening day tomorrow as the Tigers take on the Athletics. First pitch set for 1:10 p.m.
Ron Hilliard in for Kim Adams tonight. Ron, let's find out what it's looking like.
Kimberly and Devin, you see the tarp out there on the field. Now, it is gloomy out there, cloudy all across the area, a little cool too, with temperatures at a max about 50 degrees in some areas. We saw just a short time ago 51 in Detroit. Now we're down to 50 degrees. Howell, we're at 43. Lapeer, we're at 42. Monroe, 48. Those winds out there about 5 to 15 miles per hour. On a ZAC Track 4D radar, you'll see numerous scattered showers across the area. We've even seen some snowflakes today. Now, these are primarily rain showers. You see them in Livonia, Ann Arbor. We're getting some of that rain, seeing the rain as we get into the downriver communities in Monroe, Grosse Ile. Also, as you get around Chesterfield and the Mount Clemens area, Sterling Heights, we're seeing some of those showers as well. Now, these showers will start to wind down later on this evening after sunset, but we will still have a few isolated showers in the area, and particularly over the thumb, we'll see a mix of rain and snow showers lingering a little bit longer into the nighttime hours. This system has been with us for a while, and it's going to still be with us tomorrow. I'll tell you when we start to see some clearing happening, and of course, what we can expect for the Tigers home opener. That's all coming up.